Today, I'm going to introduce you to a promising AI-powered 3D model generation tool that's not very well known yet. It's called NLevel.ai. In this video, we'll explore NLevel's features, generate 3D models, and integrate them into Unreal Engine. This time, I won't be comparing the results with the market's top tools. I'll explain why in the video. Give a thumbs up if you enjoy this type of content, and subscribe to stay updated on future videos. Let's go. NLevel offers a free but limited plan. I'll detail the pricing at the very end. Once on the official website, NLevel.ai, the interface is very straightforward. You can generate a 3D model from text or create an image from text. I couldn't find a way to generate a 3D model from an uploaded image created with another tool. That's why, at the time of making this video, I can't compare the results with tools like Tripo, Rodan, or others. Let's start with an example of text-based generation. I've written a prompt to generate a medieval throne made of leather and metal. The only choice is between private and public. Private is only available with a paid plan. The generation is relatively fast, taking about 30 seconds when I tested it. The result is displayed directly in a browser window. The object can be viewed from all angles, with several visualization options available. Among the available actions, you can generate a background, create another similar model, or modify the existing model. Let's first test the modification feature. I enter a new prompt to make the metal parts out of worn bronze. Let's zoom in on the result, and indeed, the throne structure is now made of bronze. The model can only be downloaded in GLB format. Fortunately, recent versions of Unreal Engine natively support GLB alongside the traditional FBX format. Before we look at importing into UE, let's try generating a similar model to see what it looks like. Another throne respecting the prompt is generated, and it's indeed different. You can still modify it further. Now, let's import the downloaded model into Unreal Engine. Simply drag and drop the GLB file into UE. A window opens where you can leave the parameters at their default settings. After clicking Import, UE creates 3 files, a texture, a material, and a mesh. Note that there are no metallic textures or normals, which you'll need to create yourself. The material appears very dark, but everything else seems correct. Opening the material confirms it's an instance of an Unreal Engine material. The advantage is that it provides access to a range of parameters for tweaking the texture. I'll quickly create a new material to achieve a more accurate representation of the texture. Once the material is created, I add the texture. Then, I open the mesh and replace its material with the one I just created. You can immediately see that the throne is brighter and reflects light better. I then move the static mesh into the level and adjust its scale, rotation, and position. Here's the result. I'll let you judge for yourself. I'll just point out that the faces are quite visible on rounded parts like the seat and the top of the backrest. This can be fixed using Blender or even directly in UE. Check out my video titled AI 3D Model Fix, linked in the description of this video. The bronze part is somewhat limited in terms of definition, both for the 3D model and the texture. As usual, I chose to show you the first model I generated. This one has a slight flaw at the bottom of the backrest. After using Generate Similar, the issue doesn't appear in the new models generated, so it's specific to this single example. One thing I'll quickly show you, having only one texture generated makes it hard to accurately represent reflections in Unreal Engine. It looks like the far right part of the backrest is lit when, in reality, it isn't. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe to catch my next videos and give a thumbs up to boost visibility. Now, let's move on to generating a 3D model from an image. I add a prompt to generate a skull with a broken rear section and cracked bone textures. NLevel generates an image in a few seconds, which you can modify. The image is very faithful to the prompt. Once the model is generated, you need to go to the gallery to find it. The generated 3D model is very faithful to the image. In the gallery, you have access to all the models and images you've generated. You can see that even when generating a 3D model directly through the interface, NLevel goes through an intermediate step of creating an image. After adding the skull the same way as the throne, here's the result. I personally find it better than the throne. As usual, each engine performs better with certain object categories and less well with others. I'll quickly show you what the free plan offers and the paid plans, noting that these can change at any time. Join our growing community by subscribing, give a thumbs up to boost the channel's visibility, and help me create more content. I'd love to hear what you think about the growing number of AI-powered 3D model generation tools. More importantly, how far do you think these tools will go? Will they ever reach the level of top artists? I hope this video has helped you discover NLevel. More videos on lesser-known tools are coming soon. Thanks to everyone for watching, and I'll see you soon.